Competition in the full-size truck segment has never been this intense. Every major brand is fighting harder than ever. Ford keeps pushing the limits with new technology. Ram continues raising the bar for luxury, and Toyota is stepping into the battle with hybrid efficiency. 2027 Chevrolet Silverado, packing next-generation V8 power, a fully redesigned exterior, and an interior that finally stands toe-to-toe with premium rivals. This isn't just an update, it's a ground-up transformation that's already keeping competitors awake at night. And here's exactly why. All new exterior. GM's design team went straight back to the drawing board for this one. The 2027 Silverado's exterior is bolder, sharper, and far more modern than anything currently rolling off the assembly line. The change is impossible to miss. This redesign introduces a completely fresh look that pushes everything several levels higher. Up front, the Silverado adopts C-shaped LED lighting signatures similar to those found on the refreshed Tahoe and Suburban. A thin LED strip sits at the top like an eyebrow, while a C-shaped LED below wraps around the main headlight unit, creating an unmistakable face that announces this truck's presence from blocks away. The imposing grille remains wide and tall, with the Chevy bowtie mounted on a crossbar that slices through the headlights. The front bumper now looks more sculpted and muscular, while the hood is aggressively styled with two pronounced humps flanking a lowered center section, hinting at serious power lurking beneath the sheet metal. Around back, the taillights stretch further outward, with the top left edge pushing forward, a design cue inspired by the Silverado EV. The rear bumper keeps its integrated corner steps for easy bed access, but they're now wider and more functional than before. From every angle, this redesign marks a major leap forward. The outgoing model looks solid, but the new Silverado elevates everything with sharper lines, tougher proportions, and styling that looks ready to dominate for years to come. Of course, bold exterior design means nothing if you step into a cabin that feels outdated, which is exactly why GM made sweeping changes inside. Brand new interior finally. Anyone who's spent long hours behind the wheel knows a truck's cabin quality can define the entire ownership experience. Long days on the job site feel even longer when you're surrounded by cheap plastics and flat, uncomfortable seats. The current Silverado interior does the job, but critics have long pointed out that it falls short of true premium expectations. The next generation fixes that problem decisively. At the heart of the transformation is a massive 33-inch screen that begins at the driver's side pillar, flows across the dashboard, and ends near the passenger side. This is the same display used in Cadillac models like the CT5 Optic and Lyriq, bringing genuine luxury brand technology into Chevrolet's truck lineup. The screen supports Super Cruise, GM's hands-free driver assistance system, for anyone who's dealt with fatigue after long highway drives. Super Cruise turns those marathon trips into calmer, less stressful journeys, letting the truck handle the monotony while you stay alert and refreshed. The cabin also receives a completely revised control layout with higher quality switchgear. Next generation V8 engines coming. Under the hood is where things truly get exciting. The new Silverado will continue offering a strong range of engines, from the base turbocharged 4-cylinder to the efficient turbo diesel options. Electrification is also on the way, with hybrid powertrains joining the lineup. But the biggest headline by far is the next generation V8 family, bringing meaningful gains in both power and efficiency over today's small block engines. GM is investing heavily here, completely reworking the legendary V8 architecture that has powered its trucks for decades. The company has already confirmed these new engines will deliver stronger performance, improved fuel economy, and lower emissions. They'll replace the current 5.3-liter and 6.2-liter V8s. For context, the outgoing 5.3-liter produces 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque, while the 6.2-liter delivers 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet. Early reports suggest the next-generation engines could grow to 5.7 liters and 6.6 liters, providing noticeable gains in output while also improving fuel efficiency by an estimated 6%. The turbocharged 2.7-liter 4-cylinder, currently rated at 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet will carry over with updates. The 3.0-liter turbo diesel inline-six producing 305 horsepower and 495 pound-feet will receive similar refinements. Hybrid powertrains add another important layer, allowing the Silverado to compete directly with hybrid trucks from Ford and Toyota. All engines will pair with updated transmissions designed to maximize efficiency, with the existing 10-speed automatic receiving refinements for smoother shifts and improved durability. But raw power means little if the chassis can't handle it once the road ends, which leads directly to the next big development: high-performance off-roader. The Silverado has always offered capable off-road packages across multiple trims. The new generation continues that tradition with improved suspension systems, better approach and departure angles, and more advanced traction management. ZR2 models receive refined Multimatic DSSV dampers for superior control over rough terrain. But here's the major shocker that's sending ripples through the segment: a new, even more extreme off-road variant with a supercharged engine designed to take on the Ford F-150 Raptor or head-on. This range-topping monster is GM's direct response to Ford's most extreme off-road truck, which currently packs a supercharged 5.2-liter V8 producing 700 horsepower. For anyone who's ever felt their truck hit its limits on tough trails, this supercharged Silverado represents the ultimate answer. GM's version is expected to use a supercharged variant of the new 6.6-liter V8, potentially pushing output beyond 700 horsepower. This extreme model will feature wider tracks, reinforced suspension components, massive brakes, and all the hardware needed to put that power down on dirt, sand, and rock. Expect 35-inch tires as standard, along with dedicated off-road drive modes, electronic locking differentials, and advanced traction systems. Simply offering capable off-road trims is no longer enough. The bar has moved, and GM is clearing it decisively. This supercharged beast gives Silverado buyers a true rival to the Raptor R, while potentially maintaining GM's signature balance of refinement and daily usability. Naturally, all these upgrades raise one critical question: pricing. Pricing and launch date. The rollout timeline for the 2027 Silverado is ambitious. A full reveal is expected sometime in 2026, with early production models arriving at dealerships by fall of 2026. This schedule positions Silverado ahead of the redesigned F-150, giving GM a valuable early advantage. The current Silverado 1500 starts around $37,000 for base work truck trims and climbs past $70,000 for fully loaded High Country and ZR2 models. With the improvements coming, some price increase is unavoidable. Still, GM faces intense pressure from rivals. Ford recently reworked F-150 pricing to improve entry-level value, while Ram continues pushing luxury higher up the trim ladder. As a result, the base 2027 Silverado is expected to start around $39,000 to $40,000, with mid-level LT and RST trims landing in the mid-$40,000 range. High Country, Denali, and off-road variants will push into the $70,000 bracket, while the supercharged performance model could easily reach six figures. The 2027 Chevrolet Silverado represents